do it.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Back. Focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back.
Let's go.
you let him back into the fight that round. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. What are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let it back in.
Do your business. Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah. Spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our Tale of the Tape. And introducing first, Jorge Linares, tip El Nino de Oro. Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007 and hasn't looked back since. He's the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now... Here we go for round 1. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Can't score with that right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense there to stop the right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. He got out of the way of that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
That jab doesn't score. Just missed with that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. Fighter willing to slow down. That hook was off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Back at it in round four. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Good counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get counters. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet. There's the bell for round 6. They got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He blocks the jab. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They both want the knockout. Just misses with that uppercut. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been...
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Only catching air with that hook. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. That bell could not have come sooner. There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Nobody home with that hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter shot. Think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the jab. And he scores with the counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big